are back with another video lesson. This one is for Oh mio babbino caro. Okay. If I'm doing this early in the morning, like school just started, so that's the bells for everything. If I keep looking over to the side, it's because I'm looking at myself instead of looking at the camera. Cool? Or I'm looking at stuff on the screen. So this one's special, okay? Because this one has singing in it. We haven't had anything that actually has singing in it when we've listened to it. We watched this one at our review lesson, and it has the kitty cat that's really sad because the kitty cat wants its food. So this one actually has words. This song, because it's finally a song, because we finally have words singing it instead of this piece. This song is all about this one person. Hold on. Named Lorita. She has an argument with her dad. And she's begging her dad. She's having a temper tantrum. She's being a toddler. But she's begging her dad to give her boyfriend money so that way they can get married. And it's just, please, Daddy, I want to get married to him. Can you give him the money so we can get married? Please, that's all I want. Would you give her money? I wouldn't. Not if she did it like that. But this song's really pretty, so you know. I might give in because it's really pretty. So let me share my screen. I have a fancy new thing and I keep playing with it. I'm sorry. Let me share my screen. Go into this lesson. So this is called Gianni Schicchi. O mio babbino caro. So Gianni Schicchi, it's in bold. This is an opera. This is another opera. Okay. Remember, an opera tells a story, but they only use their singing voices. They don't talk. The opera was called Gianni Schicchi. O mio babbino caro is a song out of that opera. It's part of the story. It's called an aria because there's one person singing it and it has its melody that the singer does, but then it has an accompaniment, meaning it has stuff played by the instruments below it that encourage it to sound really pretty. Okay. Let's go find my picture of Puccini. This is Mr. Puccini. Puccini. Mr. Puccini is the person who wrote Gianni Schicchi, which means he is the person who wrote O mio babbino caro, because that is part of Gianni Schicchi. So, he has a really long name, so let's see if I can say it. Giacomo Antonio Domenico Michele Secondo Maria Puccini. With that long of a name, and with Puccini being the last one, he is Italian. He is from the Romantic period where everybody is in love and they're writing their music to be in love. They're either writing their music to the person that they love, to the person that they think they love, or if they're writing operas, they're writing stories of two characters that fall in love with each other. He was famous for a lot of his operas, which ended up becoming the standard. So a lot of people started copying the form that he wrote his operas. So that way, we need to make sure that there's a love story, and we need to make sure that there's a bad guy, and we need to make sure that there's one of the good guys is part of the love connection. His family, his father, his grandfather, his great-grandfather, and his great-great-grandfather. Okay, he's named after all of them. That's why he's got a bunch of names. But notice it's only the dudes. Were also very famous musicians in Italy. So he had a family full of musicians. So it's no surprise that he became really famous because he has his great-grandfather, his grandfather, he has his great-great-grandfather, his great-grandfather, his grandfather, and his father all helping him get famous because they have their connections. Helping him get famous, helping him with ideas to write. He had a wealth of knowledge to learn from. And that's all I'm going to share with you. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the music a little bit more. So, O mio babbino caro is from an opera called Gianni Schicchi, and I'm probably not saying that right. O mio babbino caro is an aria sung by the character Laurita after she has a really bad argument with her dad and the man, a really bad argument between her dad and the man that she likes, that she wants to marry. So she's not involved. Two dudes are arguing. And she says, please, daddy, please. So then that's when she starts begging. O mio babbino caro is usually performed as an encore, meaning it happens in the story. And then when the show is done and everyone's like, yay, awesome job, we need to hear something again, they do that song again. So the show's all the way done. We already know how it ends, but they want to hear that song again. It's that important to the story. And it's very important to my story because I sang this when I was like in middle school. So, win-win. We kind of got to see the music map on that review day. So remember, the story is about a girl begging her dad for more money, right? So we have the kitty cat in our picture who wants food. The main girl, Laurita, wants money so she can marry this boy. And then she just starts begging her dad, please, daddy, I need the money. The same way the kitty cat starts begging, please, I need food. And, oh no, you're not going to give me the money that I need. I'm going to throw a bigger tantrum, please. And as we can see, that other kitty starts going, please, it's empty. I'm going to be hungry. And then in the end, she has to give up because she knows her dad's not going to give her that money. So she just gives up. The same way that last kitty gives up and is just crying and thinking about the emptiness. It's going to go off into the void. It's going to follow the light. So even though this song is in Italian, which is why we won't understand any of the words, that's why you need to understand the story of the song. So that way you have an idea of what on earth is going on. Cool? Let's find that music map.
Gianni Schicchi, O mio babbino caro, by Puccini.
And back over here. Whee! So we have some vocab words to talk about. So let's get that whiteboard back up here. All right. First one. I don't like that color. First one is aria. An aria is just a song sung by one person. Only one. In an opera. Okay? Aria, song sung by only one person in an opera. You could also call it a solo because solo is a song sung only by one person. The only difference is the in an opera part. Arias are specifically for operas. Next vocab word. This one's fun. Curtain call. I promise that's the name. A curtain call is what happens at the end of a show, at the end of a musical, at the end of an opera, where everybody is standing on the stage. We have the curtain. Wee. We have all these people here. Okay. And that's when there's music playing, and then they come out and we're all applauding. And then they all do their bow. That actually started because a long time ago, the operas, they get really dramatic and somebody always died in the operas. I mean, it would always be somebody who's like famous. And so they would die in the show. And people thought they actually died in real life. So they had to start doing curtain calls. So that way everybody can come out and be like, oh, look, this person right here isn't dead. Okay? A curtain call is just them coming out at the very end to prove that everybody is still alive. An encore. Not like the energy company, which I don't know if that's over here or if that's just Dallas. Anyway, an encore is when you repeat a song from the opera. During the curtain call. So you're going to repeat a song that you already sang earlier in the story. But it's at the very end of the song, at the very end of the show, because the audience is usually going, they're applauding really loud. If they stand up, it's one thing. But then if they start going, encore, 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 you've probably heard it before. Encore. Encore means do it again. Do it again. Do one of the favorites again. So they just decide that that's going to be the one that ends up being the encore. Cool. We already know opera. An opera is a story told through music that doesn't really have any talking. All right. Sorry if this looks awkward. They started doing announcements. Then we have these things called voice parts. It's the parts that are sung by the voices. Uh-oh.
Teachers, pardon this interruption. I forgot one student had a birthday today, Natalie Cordero. In Miss Faulkner's class, I hope you have a very happy birthday.
So they're the parts of the voice. Sorry. They're the parts of the song that are sung by different voices. What I mean by different voices are the high voices and the low voices. But also the girl voices and the boy voices. Okay? I did that wrong. Hold on. Okay. So the high girl voice is called soprano. Those are the people that can sing all the way up there. I'm supposed to be a soprano and I don't know why. Then there's what I think I am, which is the low girl voice, alto. Those are the girls that can sing in the middle, but also can sing pretty gosh darn low. Okay. Then there are the boys that sing high. Those are called tenors. Tenor. Okay. Those are the boys that sing really high. Can I demonstrate that for you? No, because I am not a boy. And then there are the low boys, also known as bass. Okay. You know that Meghan Trainor song? All about the bass, no trouble. They're talking about this, that kind of stuff. Those are the voices that are like, boom, 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 boom. Cool. Can I demonstrate that for you? No, because I am not a boy. I wish I could sing that low, but I can't. O mio babbino caro is sung by one of these voices. It is sung by the soprano voice. Okay? Because it has a bunch of high notes. Super high. Super high notes. Especially at the end where it goes. All that nonsense. Cool. All right. Let me. Okay. So that is our lesson on Gianni Schicchi. We are now 5 songs in, which means we have 5 songs left. Sorry, not songs. Selections, pieces to learn. Make sure you are listening to your MP3 players. Listen to the other 5 that we haven't learned yet, please. In the description box of this video, there should be the title, the composer, the legal stuff that I have to put, and then a link to a Google Doc. Follow that link. On that Google Doc, there will be a bunch of other links. There will be a link to this video. There will be a link to my website where you can find the other lessons. There will be a link to the still music map. There will be a link to the video music map. There will be a link to the other people who have lessons for this because they can explain things a little bit better or they can explain it in a different way than I can. Okay? So you're going to find those down below in the description box and you're going to click on it. Do you have to click on the video lesson? No, because you've already watched it. Cool? But go click through those other things and see the other stuff that they have for you too, okay? All right, bye. Thank you so much for your hard work.